Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Dogface Mark. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Aloft. Not really going to play much. If you are familiar with the kites that let you claim the islands, you know that once a person names an island, that island belongs to that person in that game. You can't really change the name or the owner. It's kind of a shame the way with multiplayer, the way that works, but there is a little bit of a workaround. Like, say you have a group of people playing, you've got hours and hours of work into an island, and the person who's hosting the game that maybe named the island is now going to not play because they get busy or whatnot. And so a couple of the other ones want to be able to get that game onto one of your computers so that you have access to the island and all the stuff that you farmed. Well, today we're going to talk about how you do that. And also, if the wrong person names the island and you want someone else to be able to have access to being the owner of that island, this will fix that too. We weren't sure about it, and I accidentally named a island in a game, and so we figured out how to take care of that. So, all right, you have to be able to access your app data folder. It will be in whatever your local disk is where your main operating system is. And then you'll go to users, the name of the account that is being played under, and then app data. Now, app data folder is a hidden folder. So if you don't have your hidden files unhidden, you will have to click on the C drive, and then in the view folder, there will be a place that you can click to show hidden items down here. This is Windows 11. There's just little boxes on Windows 10, I believe. And so you have to show those hidden folders. Otherwise, you can go down here to the search bar and type percent app data percent and push enter, and it will take you to your app data folder. Now, you want to, once you're in the app data folder and you have that open, you will go to this local low, and then the name of the company that makes the game when it starts, you see it, it's Astrolab Interactive, and then the game is Aloft, and then there's where a bunch of your folders and whatnot are, and this is also where your screenshots go to in the game. So if you want to know where your screenshots go to, they go here. Then we hit the data 01. Now there's this thing that says custom islands. I believe that has something to do with the Steam Workshop islands. They get stuck into there, and then there's some saves and whatnot in the other folders. Just be real careful in here because if you screw something up, then your game's not going to work right. Then, but we want to go into the characters folder. It will say C underscore and the name of your character. And then in here, you have a bunch of backup files. But we want this home islands folder. So we double click on it. And as you can see, I have a home island called Dog Island and a home island called Kiwi. And for some reason, it appends a H underscore and an H underscore. It also does that when you log in on your game saves for some reason, some kind of programming thing. I wish they would kind of fix that whenever you name a game, when you name the thing at the beginning screen. But what we're going to do is I want to keep this separate. So we're going to make a copy of it by right clicking, and we paste it. And now we have an extra file. This file came off of Raven's Legion's game. He's a streamer. You can, hopefully, he'll be streaming Aloft at some point. It's hard to tell. But this was his home island, and he sent this to me. And so now we're going to see if we can make it my home island by dropping it into our app data folder in the home islands folder. Just remember, it's got to be in this home islands folder. Characters, whatever your character's name is, home islands. Don't put it in that other one or it won't work. Alright, I will see you in the game and we'll test her out. Alright, this is the origination point where you start the game, but that is my home island out there. And as you should know, you can only have one home island per player in the game. So what we have to do is despawn the home island. Now if you have a thing to delete, don't delete. It's despawn. DESPAWN. Do not click delete. Mine don't have that for some reason. I'm not sure why. Some people say theirs did, so maybe that's an update. They took that out. So we despawn. We get the little hurricane thingy. And that home island called Kiwi is now gone. We push tab again, go up here to this corner up here in the inventory, and we click the last thing to the right. And now we have the small island, which was the thing that I got from Raven's Legion. So, click that. It gives us the little green ball. Then we left click when we have it where we want it. We get the big tornado thing. Now we could fly out there, but just to prove that it is now my island, if we push tab and go up here into the menu, we can say teleport to home, and your home is now Small Island, which used to be Raven's home, and now it is my home. So we will teleport to home. And now I am into Raven's save. And if we look over that way somewhere is where we were. And then we go to the kite. Your home, Small Island. We can despawn it. Now, the one thing I do know is if you change the name, try to keep the name the same, the name of the island, because it, for some reason, stays the same in this kite, but when you push the tab menu and you're going to select your island, when you do that, it will have the new name of what you changed the file to, but in here it keeps the old name up here. And I'm a little bit worried. I think that it also puts a duplicate of whatever the original name was in this kite. It puts a duplicate of that back in that file, and that could cause you some issues. So just leave the name of the file the same as what it was on that person's computer. I don't know how much it would hurt for you to not have it named the same, but keep it the same. Better safe than sorry. But that's a way to get your friend's home island that is in the game into your game. You can't import, as of right now, a in-game island into the island creator that they have. That's fun to play with. You should go in there and course with it. There's lots of videos, starting to be lots of videos on that. But you can't import one of the in-game islands into that creator and then horse with it. At least as of now, you can't. It does have a thing in there where you can search for files, so maybe someday they might. Maybe they'll do that. But as of right now, you can't use the island creator that's in the game to import something out of the actual game itself, the game files. So, but that's a way to get your game, like, get your game to have a friend's home island. If you've worked a lot and then they're not going to be playing with you, but hopefully they're just got busy and can't play as much as you want to play, and you want to have access to the island that you put hours into. Maybe they've moved on to a different game like Helldivers. Hopefully Raven's Legion might be streaming that at some point. I wish you'd stream that and this game, because it'd be a lot of fun to watch them do that. And who knows, maybe I'll even play with them at some point, and he can live stream it, and I'll record it and put it on YouTube. So from my perspective, but you know, this is a very fun game. Aloft is super fun. We've been playing it since it was in the early demo phase, and it's always worked very well. It does have a little few bugs. It's still early access. It says that at the beginning, see? And so, you know, it's got some bugs, but it works relatively well, and you can end up glitching. I know Raven was glitched in, his character got glitched into the rock down here. When he logged out, he logged back in and he was under there, stuck in the world and couldn't get out. If that happens to you, just push the F1 key and then type unstuck. That's a debug menu, and it basically popped his character up to the top up here in this field. He was under, somehow stuck under here, and he just popped right up to here. So if you ever get your character stuck in the world, just push F1, type unstuck, and boom, you're back up. But look at it, it's a gorgeous game. You get to fly, tons of fun. So I would recommend buying it. It's well worth it. You'll have a lot of fun. They've expanded the world quite a bit since the demo. We're just exploring it now on Glenn Bixley's channel. He live streams. You can go watch that, and he has a YouTube channel and a Twitch channel. But that's gonna do it for this one. I will see you all next time. Bye for now.